Hello everyone, I'm Shahab from Hogolytics with another interesting tutorial on how to create a dimensional date table in Power BI from scratch. Follow the video up to the end. Please don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on LinkedIn and Instagram to be in touch and read Power BI articles on my personal blog. Let's go to my screen. In most of the projects in Power BI, you need to have a dim date table or a calendar table like this. And I will tell you how you can create it from the scratch. To begin, from Home tab, click on the Transform Data button to open the Power Query editor. Then in the New Query section, underneath of the Home tab, click on the new source and choose blank query from this list. Now it is required to add some M Power Query codes. If you click on the FX or function button, a new step will be appeared for you. First, we want to define a start date. You can easily insert a date. For example, if your starting date is 1st of January 2021, then you should write hash date, open parenthesis, 2021, 01, and close the parenthesis. Now if you click on the tick mark, you can see the date below. Just rename the step name to a start date. Now we should define an end date in the same approach. But here what I want to do is having a list of dates until the end of current year. In this way, when we go to the next year, the date table will add another 1 year list. So to achieve this goal, first we should extract today's date. Click on FX button to add another step and write datetime.local down. Please notice that M language is a case sensitive language, and you should use the correct uppercase and lowercase characters to avoid getting any error. The interesting thing about M Power Query in Power BI is if you write a code like this and press enter, it shows you a description and the parameters you need to use for this function. For the datetime.local now, we should only add open and close parentheses and then press enter. Here you can see the current date time. We need to extract only the date from this datetime format. So in the beginning, we add datetime.date and then open the parentheses and at the end close the parentheses. Now we have today's date and we can now change the step name to today. Now to extract end of year, we add another function and write date.endofyear and open parentheses and write today, the function we created earlier, and then close the parentheses and rename the step to end of year. Next, we should find out the count of days between the start date and end date, which is the end of year here. So we write duration.days, open parentheses, end of year minus start year, close the parentheses. And we change the step name to duration. Now it's the time to create a list of dates between these two dates. To do that, add a new function and write list.dates and press enter. You can see in the description, this function needs a start date, the count of days, and steps to add. The steps here is 1 day, and so it should be hash duration, open parenthesis, 1 as day, 0 as hour, 0 as minute, and 0 as second, and close the parenthesis. So here we should add a start date, duration as count of days, and hash duration open parenthesis 1, 0, 0, 0 and close the parenthesis. Now you can see a list of dates from the start date to the end of current year. It is required now to convert this list to a table and add other columns to complete the dim date table. To do this, on top left from the transform menu, you can press to table button. Now we should first change the format to date and rename the column to date. In most of the datasets you enter, you usually have date ID or date key column instead of date. And we need to add this column for the joins between your fact tables and this dim date table. To do this, from the Add Column tab, choose Custom Column and change the name of the new column to Date ID, and in the formula write date.toText open parenthesis and then double click on date column and then comma, and inside the semicolons write the format you're looking for. For example, YYYMMDD. Click on OK and now you have a date ID column. To create other columns, you can easily go to Add Column tab, click on Date column, and from Date and Time columns, click on Date and choose different options, such as Year, Month, Month name, Day, Day name, and so on and so forth. Here is the way you can have a complete dim date table which you can use in your reports. If you need adding other columns for fiscal year, please watch the next upcoming video and I will tell you how you can add it to your dim date table. Hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching it. Please like the video, share it and subscribe to the channel. You can ask all your questions in the comment section below this video. You can also follow me on LinkedIn and Instagram and read Power BI articles on my personal blog. Have a good day, all Power BI lovers.